Good afternoon. The BJP wishes to be clear on the matter of Sri Robert Vadra. We had very clearly held a press conference yesterday, and with documentary references raised a lot of specific questions. The issue has not come up only yesterday. We have been talking about it from 2011. But till today, we don't have Congress party's chief talking about it, nor is the vice president who said he would bring in great reformatory changes in the party speaking anything about it. And ironically, Congress party spokespersons and others throw a challenge back at the BJP, which is actually standing there asking questions. Asking specific questions with references to some documents that are available and still don't get an answer. Whereas what we hear from them are challenges back to the BJP. Oh, so if you have the courage, go file an FIR, do this, do that, which is a typical Congress response. We are not answerable to the people of India. And we'll only challenge you back, saying if you have the guts, please go ahead doing something. Clearly, a rattled Congress, a Congress which thinks that it can get away with anything without answering the people of India, and to throw a challenge back saying, Rajasthan, it is your government, why don't you do something? Forgetting the fact that the model code of conduct is still in place, forgetting the fact that for Srimati Vasundhara Raje, it was an electoral issue. Her assembly election campaign was to tell the people of Rajasthan as to what kind of injustice was done to the people of Rajasthan because of the corrupt Ashok Gehlot regime. She had made it very clear that every one of the scandals related to the Congress rule in Rajasthan under the leadership of Shri Ashok Gehlot, every one of the investigated and action taken. It doesn't relate to individuals. Every corruption which was done during that government would be taken up. And that includes Vadra. But people in a hurry saying, why don't you do it now? You know, it is an election issue for Vasundhara Raje. And she knows that once the model code of conduct is lifted after the elections, she'll carry on with a regular process of looking into the various misdeeds of Ashok Gehlot and his government. And the due process of law will take its course. To be in a hurry to say, I throw a challenge, let the BJP do anything they want, why don't you file an FIR, is very churlish of the Congress. We like to explain this because it is important for the people to know. The Congress can be adamant enough, arrogant enough not to answer. But we are here to give the answers to the people. Why wouldn't we want to do? It is not an issue of vendetta politics. It is more an issue of an electoral promise given by Vasundhara Raje, that she will definitely look into all the malpractices during Ashok Gehlotji's regime. And Vadra is one of them. So let the public of India be sure that we are not here just, talking and rabble-rousing. We are not in the game of rabble-rousing. We are raising an issue on which, if anything, the Congress President, Srimati Sonia Gandhi, and and the Vice President, who talks about cleansing the political environment and bringing more democracy into his own party, should have answered the people of India long ago. And since they've kept a very studied silence on this matter, and since every time Vadra is raised, we were very clearly lectured saying, oh, he's a private citizen, you have no business to ask us. And some sections of, people who are very faithful to the Congress have also asked, why now? It's not just now. I think it's high time that the Congress president is told it's time now for her to answer. Her silence is only adding to the suspicion that there's something that the Congress family wants to avoid answering. It also leads to this question that you do not want to talk about certain topics because the private citizen argument doesn't hold good anymore. The questions raised yesterday by Sri Ravi Shankar Prasad were based on references to Pakka documents. We are not just raising an issue without basis. They deserve answers. And therefore, on the issue of Vadra, the BJP is asking questions with certain references relating to them to the documents available and asking questions, therefore, for public interest. The Congress party may also be cautioned on the fact that they are misrepresenting what the Supreme Court had said as regards a PIL which was filed. They did not entertain the PIL, but they did not give a clean sheet to Robert Vadra either. Let the Congress party not misuse information to mislead people. That's exactly what they've done in Vadra's matter. It's time for the Congress president and the vice president, because both Haryana and the then Rajasthan government were both Congress-led when the land deals happened. They happened between 2005 and 12 probably. Since it happened during the Congress regime in Haryana, which continues today, and in Rajasthan under Sri Ashok Gehlot, it is for the Congress party to tell us why instead of coming out clean, and in Haryana, why instead of coming out clean, harassment of a whistleblower was happening. If you had nothing to fear, why do you have to harass the whistleblower? Open it all up. And therefore, this issue is not something which is going to be quietened before the Congress chief or the vice president come out completely clean on this matter. I've also explained about the Rajasthan government's position. It is an electoral issue for Vasundhara Raje, and therefore, once the model code of conduct is completed, the usual processes will work, and she will keep up her electoral promise because she has to give answers to the people of Rajasthan for the injustice committed in the name of malpractices during Ashok Gehlotji's regime. The second issue on which the BJP's position has been made clear by Sri Narendra Modi ji himself is on the comments of Sri Fahrukh Abdullah. It's astonishing Dr. Abdullah chose his time to talk about communalism and secularism, but he has not thought it appropriate till today. Since 1976, when the amendment to the constitution was made, and till today in Jammu and Kashmir, there is not even one answer from the National Conference to say why they do not want secularism as part of the amendment to their constitution too. It is a clear case. It's a clear case where he has chosen to have secularism kept outside from their constitution, also sent the minority Kashmiri Pandits outside of Jammu Kashmir, drive them out of the valley. But when it is convenient, talk about communalism and secularism. A fitting reply has been given by Sri Narendra Modi himself I think it's time for Dr. Abdullah to introspect. The final issue which I would want to raise, which we mentioned briefly in the morning, is about Ford Foundation and the funding of NGOs. Not small amounts, but large amounts have been given over the years, and these NGOs are a part of both the Planning Commission and the National Advisory Council. This has been a very important news which has come out, and in that, if such NGOs have been placed in the Planning Commission, who distribute the public and the taxpayers' money to programs which are implemented all across the country, and also sit in the NAC in the planning of Indian public policy, it's very worrying. And we'll certainly like to hear from the Planning Commission and also from Srimati Sonia Gandhi, the chair of the NAC, as to what exactly these people are there for. After all, NAC's members are handpicked by her. Tell us what role these people have in the making of policy from NAC, which is implemented by UPA 2. These are very, very critical issues and important to understand who was playing what role in the split power centers, one with Mrs. Sonia Gandhi and the other with Dr. Manmohan Singh. And what role did these people have in the planning of this country? Thank you.